It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Did you know the nail bed may be able to detect small changes in applied pressure, but it lacks nerve endings that specializes in detecting heat? The nail bed cannot feel heat unless it becomes excessive enough to damage these delicate tissues. Therefore, nail technicians must be especially cautious to avoid excessive heat caused by friction, such as over-aggressive fouling the nail plate. By the time a client notices the heat buildup, it may be too late, and nail bed damage may already have occurred. Friction burn injuries can cause the client's nail beds to release part of the nail plate and create an open space underneath, a condition known as onycholysis. Hi guys, welcome back to the Nail Genie SC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you've been here with me for a while, I want to thank you for returning back. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a great deal. Alright guys, so in today's video, let me just put a disclaimer out. This video is about a month old. So this is about 2 visits back with this client. Now this is my client Lindsay, and this is my client who had the greenies that occurred in her up under her enhancements. So it's been a while. I can't remember when the greenies first started, but I think it's been about 2 months, I think. And we are going to do a manicure, and we're going to look at the hands. We're going to assess the hands, the fingers. We're going to see how much grow out has taken place. We're going to see how much of the greenie have grew out. So we can trim, we can clean up the cuticle, push back the cuticle wall, clean around the nail plate, clean underneath the nail, and yeah. So I'm going to take care of my client today, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I noticed while we were doing this manicure. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you remember that I spoke on greenies because it had occurred in my client's hand, or in my client's nail plate, I guess 2 months ago. She had some enhancements. I had just did her nails like 2 weeks prior, and I didn't notice any type of problems at the time. But she came back those 2 weeks later, and her enhancements was lifting completely off the nail plate completely, because the greenie, especially on the ring finger and her middle finger on the hand I just showed you guys. I think it's her right hand had really just got, it was really, really bad. So we took all the enhancements off. We did a soak off. I clipped the nails down. I dried the nail plate out with some vinegar, distilled white vinegar. We soaked in distilled white vinegar. And then I gave her a regimen to follow. And I let her know that we going to have to let this grow out. We can't do it. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to say you can't do it, because I know a lot of people who assess and do things their own way. But for me and my practice and what I choose to do for my clients, because my main priority is making sure they have healthy nail beds and healthy toe nail beds. So for me and my business and my client, I let my client know that we was not going to do any more enhancements until this completely grows out. So, of course, she was okay with it, because my clients, they trust me. They know that I have their the best intentions for them, and I have their health and the health of their nails at heart. So, we talked about what I wanted her to do every day, and come back, keep her appointments. The day before she was to come to me, she would take a picture of the nails and send a picture to me so we can see what kind of grow out we see. Because I don't like my clients to just give me money, right? I like making money, but I am not a person who just unnecessarily have you here if there's nothing I really can do and you can do it yourself, if that makes sense. So my client rather be here. So she still kept her appointments. She was coming every 2 weeks, and she wanted me to assess the nails, do a proper manicure, cut whatever I could, or trim whatever, not cut, trim whatever I could off the free edge, and continue having the rapport we have with each other. But of course, before she sat in the seat while she was getting her pedicure, we soaked the nails in white vinegar. So while I was doing her feet, I had her soaking her hands. So before we started this manicure, we soaked in white vinegar. And then I am using implements that can be thrown in the trash. So my suggestion, guys, to you is, if you ever experience this in yourself or in a client or in, whoever you servicing, use disposable implements. That way you don't, you be real careful not to transfer anything to any other client or even to yourself. Now, a little story time. So while I'm doing this video, and this is about a month old, I think. Yep, about a month old. And you can see, if you saw at the beginning, I was struggling getting these gloves on. I had both my nails done. Well, on my right hand, on my ring finger, I have a spot, and it's a greenie. So it's already almost to the free edge of the nail. It has grew out tremendously. But I just have a small little dot in my ring finger. And that's the only nail of my hands that had it. And I could not understand for the life of me how I attained it. But because when my enhancements lift, I take them off. I don't give them time to, stay on. I start, clipping and filing it down right away because I got lifting. So apparently there was maybe a small slither in the enhancement or whatever, and some water got underneath. But anyway, it created a greenie for me. And so, of course, I always joke and laugh and say every time something goes on with my clients, God have to put it on me as well. So I guess so we can experience this thing together. Um, so, um, so I not only did I share with her what I asked her to do, I actually had to start doing it myself. So what I had asked her to do was soak 10-minute soaks every day. It don't matter what time of day it is, as long as it's done at least once a day. And it did not matter whether she used 100% isopropyl alcohol or if she used the distilled white vinegar. Distilled white vinegar, not apple cider vinegar, no other vinegar, guys. Distilled white vinegar. And also, I told her to purchase the Dr. G's clean. It's called Dr. G's Clear Nail on Amazon, and so I purchased that as well for my area, and I asked her to purchase it so she could use it herself, and she purchased it while she was in the chair the first day we saw that this occurred. So every day she was doing what I asked her to do. I told her when her hands get wet, make sure she continually dry them very, 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 very good. Don't leave any water on her nails. I know you have to shower. I know you have to take a bath. I know you have to wash your face. I know you messing around with water when you're cleaning, but do your best to make sure once you're done with the water that you're completely drying out the nail. Then go ahead and put that Dr. G's on it. You want to do that at least twice a day, and yeah. So she did that. She did everything I asked her to do. And as you can see, the results, the grow out is tremendously astonishing how much of the greenie started to grow out of the nail plate. She had the greenie on both thumbs, on both hands. On the, her left hand, she had it on the thumb and only on the ring finger. On the right hand, it was on the thumb, the middle, and the ring finger. And it was really, really bad on her ring finger. As you can see, you can still see the greenie at the free edge. So, of course, the one that was the worst is the one that's going to take longer for the grow out. But I will see her again on this coming Friday. And I know that when I see her Friday, it's probably going to be completely grown out. Because when I seen her 2 weeks ago, the one on this ring finger here, it was at the free edge. It was just because once it got to the free edge, once that damage had got to the free edge, her nails were so thin and brittle that it was just coming off. And I had to tell her, don't mess with it. Let it fall off on its own because it's so weak that you can tear the nail down into the nail bed itself. So, of course, she always do what I asked of her. She like getting her nails done. She like somebody professional taking care of her nails. She don't want to do it herself. So, yeah. So during our appointment sessions, we always talking about, the better health of how we gonna not let this happen again, as well as my own self, making sure that I am paying attention, looking at everything when it comes to my clients, making sure I'm sealing those cuticles, making sure there is no friction or no stress on the nails when they come in for the rebalance, making sure I get all of the lifting out of the nail before even doing the refill or the infill or the rebalance or whatever you call it. Fill in. I'm making sure that I'm getting all of the lifting out of the nail, out of that enhancement before applying new product. because of course, like I said in the very beginning, when we experienced this, it wasn't just on me. It just wasn't on her. This was a mistake that I probably have made, and she made as well, by keeping her hand in the water and not really paying attention to if she tapped it, if she hit it, when she do hit it. She don't pay attention to how bad the hit may be and cause the lifting on her cuticle area or the nail to lift or whatnot, and she wait too long to come and do the rebalance, or she don't call me right away and say, hey, this happened and I just need to come in and you remove the nail till the next time I come back and we can do the full service or whatever the case may be. But we discussed it, and I think we on a better plan now for what we'll do moving forward. So when she come back Friday, we will assess the hands to see if it's ready for enhancement. If it's ready for enhancement, we're going to start out going back. She started with me as a dip client, and we are going to go back to the basics. So we're going to go back to dipping her, doing the dip method, not dipping her nails in the powder, but the pour over method, and allowing her to have dip instead of the gel or poly gel. And we'll see how it goes from there. That's what she wanted. I thought that was a better suggestion too as well. And she can grow out her natural nails. That's what she want to do. She want to have dip on her natural nails. She want her natural nails to grow out on their own. And I feel like we can do that. Whatever is best for my clients is always best for me. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, or maybe I'll even record the session so you guys can see the results of her nails on her next go around. But here I'm just taking that Dr. G's. I put it inside. I put some of it inside this little polish mini bottle, so I could have the brush, because I needed to get it on the nail and get it underneath the nail, the free edge, which is the hyponychium area. I needed to brush some on there. That way it can penetrate in up under that nail plate and get to that green area. So yeah. So when you get that Dr. G's, it comes in a tube, and you can, like, it's almost like trying to think what kind of tube it is, but it has like a little nozzle that has like a little pinhole, and you drop it on the nail. So I actually end up putting some in these. I bought these little mini polish bottles, and they came in handy. I was able to give her one to do it as well at home. So yeah. And now I'm taking some nail strengthener, and I'm just transferring some into this little mini brush on bottle, so I could have. I'm not using my actual container. I'm using a separate container for just safety measures. Really, it's all in safety. Because as you guys know, I do take clients. I do myself. I do my daughter nails, so I want to make sure that we taking the proper precautions, and I still give my client the service that she requests and that she deserves. So, yeah. Alright, guys, so I'm going to finish this, and we getting close to the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and put this nail strengthener on all of her nails, and then we're going to put some cuticle oil on her nails, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for today. I hope you guys, I sometimes I don't even listen to my playback, just to see if I give you guys the information. So I hope that you guys received something from this, learned a little something from this situation, and that if you see it happening in your business practice or your own self, that you will know what you can do. It's not a thing that you can prevent. It'll happen to the best of us. If you wear enhancements and you wear your enhancements all the time, these are issues that can take place. So yeah, just be mindful, guys. Please be careful. Make sure if you have lifting, you take care of that right away. Don't let water get up under the nail plate, because these are things that can happen. I've been servicing her for 2+ years, I think, or at least going on 2 years now, and we've never experienced anything like this. That was the first time we ever experienced this. It was a freak accident. It freaked us both out, and but now we're okay with it. We know what to do, and we know that it can happen to any of us. So yeah. So just be mindful. Keep in mind the things that can and will happen. Don't ever get too comfortable in doing nails, and not stay up on your continued education when it comes to nails. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for the support to my channel. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead if you would and hit that subscribe button for me. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube journey as well as my YouTube family. And I love her hands. She got beautiful hands. She has beautiful nail beds. I love working with her hands, and I value her as a person. We talk about everything under the sun and not just nails. But, I appreciate that she trusts me, and I appreciate that she continually come back. She's one of my loyal clients, and I love her to death. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at the Nail Genie SC. And guys, I will see you all in my next video. Alright. We out. Alright guys, until the next time, you already know what time it is. The deuces are flying in the air. Poof. The Nail Genie. She's out.